weapons, armor, face it. Oh. Here are the top character appearance mods for 2024. Simple Skin. This skin retexture mod will take the original aesthetic of Skyrim and upscale it, in order to bring you a completely lore-friendly texture. The male and female editions are two separate mods, and you need to install them both together. Tempered Skins. This is a different approach to a lore-friendly skin retexture with more attention to detail. It gives a more realistic look than Simple Skin. It also comes with a male and female edition. This skin retexture counts as a vanilla body replacer, so if a mod like Rustic Clothing Collection tells you it's being overwritten, it doesn't affect the game, as those clothing retextures are based on the vanilla body meshes. Expressive Face Gen Morphs. This mod changes the vertex of the target mesh, allowing and giving resources to create more realistic expressions. With the optional race menu plugin, you can go into the race menu and change the settings of your character's expressions as you please. Expressive Facial Animations, Male and Female Edition. These two mods basically do the same thing as Expressive Face Gen Morphs, but now allows NPCs to have better face morphs that allow better expressions. Also, these three mods can be and are recommended to be used together by the author. In the end, the combination of these three mods will allow interactions with NPCs, giving them more life and improving the immersion of the game. High Poly Head. This incredible mod is one of the most used mods regarding character appearance in Skyrim. It increases the number of polygons of the head meshes of all the characters in the game, giving content creators and mod authors the ability to work on a highly detailed baseline to create appearance mods. One important thing to keep in mind is that the faux mod installer you will need to enable the correct option. Since we're using Expressive Face Gen Morphs, we will want to enable that option, as well as other two options under the Facial Animations category. But it's very important for this guide that you not check the High Poly Vanilla Hair option, because we will be using different mods to cover the hair of the characters. If you know what you're doing, you can check the options that you want. High Poly Vanilla Head, not to be confused with the option in the faux mod installer that we previously mentioned. This mod does something very similar as High Poly Head. It increases the number of polygons available in the hair meshes for them to be used by other mods. Vanilla Hair Remake. Our second hair mod of option for this guide will be the Vanilla Hair Remake, which is a mod that remakes the vanilla hair from scratch. Specifically, it remakes the 3D model of the hair to give it a different look than the original OG Skyrim. Nonetheless, this mod does not use new textures, so the hairstyles will still look vanilla, but with more detail. This is great because it allows the player to choose whatever hair texture they want to improve on the base models. This mod also integrates physics into these new vanilla meshes. When downloading this mod, you will have two main files. The first one doesn't have physics for the hair, the second one does have physics. You need to choose only one. Now for the second part of the installation of this mod, scroll down to optional files and select it if you want the NPCs to have the hair physics or not. Remember again, you only have to choose one of the two optional files. In total for this mod, you will end up with two files to install, one for the player and one for the NPCs. Since we're using High Poly Head, there's a mod that patches Vanilla Hair Remake with High Poly Head and Expressive Face Gen Morphs, so we can avoid any issues with the three of them working together. To use this patch correctly, you need to download the main file, and if you are using the version with the physics, you'll also need the second main file. Then install the first one, a faux mod will appear, and select the correct option. In our case, the second one that says High Poly Head and Expressive Face Gen Morphs. Click Install, and then install the second main file as well. This doesn't have a faux mod, just install it and that's it. Beards of Power. You can't be a legendary Viking without a strong beard.
Is that so?
This mod will give you just that, an assortment of different beards, different looks, that'll give you the liberty to choose the type of warrior you want to be. It is important that for this mod you install the polymorph version, which is the first optional file available. This version allows the high poly head and the expressive face gem morphs to work alongside Beards of Power. Vanilla Hair, Salt and Wind. This will be our hair retexture mod. It'll improve the look of the hair textures on every hairstyle for both the player and the NPCs, giving them a way more modern and beautiful look, without making them look like a shampoo commercial, like the other mods do. This will provide you with a lore-friendly look for Skyrim, whilst improving the overall feel. Authentic Eyes. I have nothing to say. They look good, and they improve on it. Lots of different range available. Choose your style. Mild Complexions is the same thing. It's a very subtle change, so I'm not too sure what to say, but it's well worth using. Tregedian's Fabulous Followers, all in one. This amazing mod is a combination of all the follower mods from this very talented author. It completely overhauls all of the followers and companions from the game, giving them a more grounded and realistic look without breaking that lore-friendly vibe that we're looking for. It's really incredible how it changes the way you approach and interact with your followers, since they don't look like characters from a 12-year-old game anymore. This mod's faux mod installer also comes with a selection of patches available if you happen to be playing with anything of the mods listed here. At least for this video, we're not using any of those, but if you are, then feel free to select the ones you have installed to get them working properly. High Poly True to Vanilla NPC Overhaul. They all sound relatively similar, can be confusing. Now that we have changed how the player characters and your followers look, it's time to give the same treatment to everyone else with High Poly True to Vanilla NPC Overhaul. This is an amazing mod that thoroughly and minutely alters the appearance of some of almost all of the NPCs in the game, giving them the more modern look that they deserve. It's difficult to showcase just how many changes this mod integrates into the game, so your playthroughs will feel so different after installing this mod, but it'll be a nice pleasant surprise for when you get out there. Resplendent Royals, Jarl's Court NPC Overhaul. This mod aims specifically to the members of the Jarl's Court of each of the city in Skyrim, giving them a more realistic vibe. If you talk about Jarl Bulgruff, the leader of the last neutral ground in the Civil War, the one that keeps the trading market of Whiterun afloat with his wise and strong decisions, you don't really think of someone like this. Instead, you think of someone like this. A Viking warrior with battle marks and face tattoos that express both his experience in the court and on the battlefield. This change also happens to every other leader in the game, making you feel the power that these figures are supposed to give out in the original. And there you have it. Chosen and tested to work with each other seamlessly whilst giving you a completely overhauled experience. Now that is a perfect time for a brew. Instant Gaming provides a whole range of top-tier games for nearly every platform you can think of at a fraction of the cost from other vendors. You can check out their site and browse the many titles they have for up to 90% off the game's list price. Don't feel as if your next game has to be such a big investment. With the prices this low, you can afford to explore and test to your heart's content. Please consider using my affiliate link below to help support the channel and my work. As someone who's used Instant Gaming for a long time now, I would love to continue working with them as a company I respect. A big thank you to all of those who do, and for your support on this journey.